What's going on, man? It's your big brother Trend. Don't change this video because what I'm about to tell you, it's gonna sound haunting, okay? It's gonna sound kind of dark, but I just want to be a person who don't hide the truth and actually tell you about things that really be happening on the dark side, okay? Because although I'm a person of light, I don't never wish nobody to do any harm to me. I don't never think nobody would do harm to me, but people have tried to do harm to me several times. And I'm the nicest guy ever. I don't try to do no wrong to nobody. Okay, everywhere I go, I'm trying to be the nicest person I can. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you try to be nice as you can possibly be to people, but it's like you never would expect the very person that you're trying to please is going to put witchcraft on you, or they're gonna put a spell on you. And I'm about to tell y'all about somebody who put a spell on me, okay? Somebody put a spell on me. I'm not gonna say their name in this video, but I know that somebody put a spell on me. And I'm going to tell you what happened at the end of the day, okay? So make sure that you comment below, leave a comment below, and let me know what you think about this video after I tell you this story. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel after this video is over if anything I say you can relate to, all right? Anyway, so, yo, I got this Airbnb just recently, right? And I traveled to Philadelphia because I wanted to go to Philadelphia and see what Will Smith life was like, because I'm a big Will Smith fan, man. I like Will, despite all the things that Will going through right now, his family. I'm not a personal person. I don't care about this man's personal life like most people care about what his marriage is like. And I just know Will on the big screen, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know, I, Robot, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I know Will, and Will Smith has always been a role model for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially being a light-skinned dude, because we got to stick together. Well, anyway, so I traveled to Philadelphia, man. And I took me a Delta flight to Philadelphia from Las Vegas. And when I landed, I just noticed, like, the atmosphere was different in Philly. You know what I mean? And it seemed like home again. It seemed like back from where I was from, kind of, sort of. It was more homey. I seen a lot more black people, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? And I just felt like comfortable, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, you know, I can just release a little bit. I can just be loose, you know? I don't got to act like I'm impressing nobody. When I was walking through the airport, I was walking through the airport and everything, whatever. But I had went up there because 4th of July, you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because this was the same time right now last year that I was up there. Okay, it was like around the 4th of July time. And so when I got to Philadelphia, I got me an Airbnb, and the Airbnb was like it looked nice. You know how they make the pictures and the pictures look nice? It looked nice from what the pictures displayed. And when I got there, I realized that the freaking Airbnb was in the hood. It was in a hood where they were regentrifying it. And like next door was this ghetto looking place and another ghetto looking place. And then it was another smart home place. And then it was another ghetto place. And then right across the street was like this long fence in this grassy field that had high grass. It wasn't cut. And it just looked like the hood, pretty much. If you from the hood, then you already know what the hood is like. But they were regentrifying this hood. So basically, I bought an Airbnb in a hood that's being regentrified, okay? And so when I got to the Airbnb, this girl greeted me. This black chick greeted me. She was young. She was younger than me. And she was nice. You know, she came off all, you know, classy, respectable. She's like, this is your Airbnb. This is your key. She took me on a little tour through the Airbnb, and it was like a 1-bedroom Airbnb. I didn't have no girlfriend or nothing at the time. I didn't really need to do nothing flashy in Philly or nothing like that, except for meet some of the people that I met. If I met you when I was in Philly, you remember. And it was just the Airbnb to, like, you know, withhold me for however many days I was staying. I think I stayed there for like 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, I think. And she's like, this is the bathroom, the back here is your bed. And she came off really nice, like introducing me to the Airbnb, because most people in the Airbnb, they don't really never introduce you like that. They don't greet you when you arrive in your Uber Lyft and, take you through a walkthrough through the house. She did that, you know what I mean? I'm like, look at this sister. I'm like, this sister is a queen. She's really showing the king how to, navigate this little 1-bedroom townhome, because that's what it looked like. I mean, it was everything was brand new. The sink was new, the microwave, the countertops was new, the floor was wood, the furniture was like some living spaces or some IKEA furniture, but it was clean. The air was running and the air was blowing up like real good. You can hear it. It was cold. And I'm just like, yo, this is pretty plush for a bachelor like me. I'm just chilling by myself in Philadelphia for the first time. And in this spot that I stayed in, it was called Strawberry Hill, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Am I thinking about that movie? I think it was called Strawberry Hill in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. I think Strawberry something. But I stayed there. And so, I just soaked into the Airbnb, threw my bags in the room, and just, how you do when you get your Airbnb, you just sit back and think about all the negative stuff that you're going to do that God is trying to keep you from doing, and you just be wanting to just turn up and go to the store and go buy some drinks and, invite people over and see who was popping in the city that night and stuff like that. And that was me. I was just laid back, just chilling, just like thinking of what my master plan was going to be for that night. So what my master plan was for that night, I ended up looking up the Cheesecake Factory, because the Cheesecake Factory is my favorite place to go to in every single city. All right? Listen, don't blame me. Blame the Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory has great customer service. I don't know if y'all know this, man, but have you ever had a problem with Cheesecake Factory's customer service? Never. You can order something as takeout, man. They will answer as soon as you call. As soon as you get in there, they right there waiting on you. 2 people at the front kiosk, the front desk. When you go in there, they serve you right away. Cheesecake Factory is the best. And not only that, but I like the ambiance in the Cheesecake Factory, because when I go out to eat and stuff, like if I ever get fortunate enough to go on a date, okay, that would be one of the places that I want to take I'm like, meet me at the Cheesecake Factory. And it's crazy because the girls that I have met at the Cheesecake Factory in the past that I did take a date on, bro, she always said, sure. Like, yeah, that's cool, because that atmosphere is just a whole vibe when you walk in there. Because when you walk in the Cheesecake Factory, it's kind of dark. It kind of gives you the impression that you are low key, because everybody can't really see you like they want, because it's dark. So you can just walk by, and if you don't want to be seen and you want to be private, the Cheesecake Factory is the best place for us to go. So I'm in there now chilling at the Cheesecake Factory that night, being in Philly for the first time, just like, yo, this, talking to people and stuff like that. And everything was cool. And so I get my number one dish at Cheesecake Factory, which is shrimp scampi. I order my shrimp scampi. And I also have my favorite drink that I normally used to get, which was a dirty martini with Bombay Sapphire Gin and 2 olives on the toothpick. Okay, I normally get that. And I vibe out. Whoever come up beside me is going to be a lucky person, because if you sit beside me, I'm talking to you. Hey, how you doing, sir? What's going on? Where you from? Hey, ma'am, how you doing? What's going on? You look nice tonight. And that's me. That's me. That's why I like Cheesecake Factory, because you can just talk to people, meet people. Anyway, fast forward. So it started raining at the Cheesecake Factory. It started raining because they have the windows in the Cheesecake Factory is like, you kind of like upstairs. And you can see outside with these big windows downtown Philly. And it was starting to rain. I'm like, yeah, that's a vibe. Coming from Las Vegas, I'm like, it's raining. I'm about to go back to the crib now and just chill out. I got the Airbnb. It's new. I'm about to go get toasty, And so I headed back to the Airbnb, went outside, felt the rain before the Uber came. And I headed back to the Airbnb and got back to the Airbnb and opened the door. Like the little lock thing is like automatic type digital door. I opened the door and I went in And I looked down to the left, and I had like 2 pairs of shoes at the door. And one of my pairs, you know how like you make people take the shoes off at the door? So I had 2 pairs of shoes at the door that were up against the wall. One pair of my shoes, which is 2 different shoes, scholars, one pair of my shoes was turned from away from the being up against the wall to like facing the whole living room. I'm like, I didn't do that. I'm like, I didn't turn my 2 pair of shoes that way so I can like, I didn't do that. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm just thinking like, did I do that when I left out? No. Why would I even do that in the first place? What would cause me to do that? You know, because I had just got my dirty martini, so I know it wasn't me being under the influence or nothing for me to actually do something that I can't think of no more. So I'm like, man, when I look closer at the shoes, I noticed it was like sand sprinkled around the shoes. It was like sand sprinkled around the 2 pair of shoes that was sitting like that. It was sand sprinkled around them. And I'm just like, hold on. I know I didn't go outside and I didn't walk outside with these shoes on. And how is it that this sand, it's sand? Is it any sand else? I mean, I know I took these shoes off, but is it any sand outside? There ain't no sand out here. So I'm just sitting there. Then I go to my bedroom and I just lay down in the back of the bedroom like, I'm tripping. I'm talking to God at this point. I'm like, God, is you trying to send me a sign or a message? I'm talking to God at this point. You know, I'm like, dang, like, Lord, if it's any kind of message you're trying to give me, let me know now. I mean, I don't know what I should think when I see sand sprinkling around my shoes, Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, what is going on? Is you trying to bless me? I mean, I would love a good blessing right now. I need some extra funds. But what does it got to do with sand? Do you want to take me to the beach and you saying that Philly's not a good place to be? Lord, please say something. Make something fall off the wall or something so you can tell me that that's what you're trying to get me to understand, because I want to go to the beach too. The Lord didn't ever say nothing. So as I'm sitting there laying in the bed, just thinking, I look to my left. And you know, in Airbnbs, they got pictures on the walls and stuff, interior design. So I look to my left as I'm laying in the bed, and I see on the wall, it's a freaking broomstick on the wall. It's a broomstick. Like, it's supposed to be there for, like, decor or interior design. It's literally a broomstick, like, on the wall, hanging. Okay? And I'm just like, that's when my spidey senses kick in. That's when my spiritual discernment kick in. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I got up because I tried to smell it to try to see if it was like a potpourri broomstick or it was like a scented or something. So I got up and I got the broomstick off the wall or the nails of the wall, and I'm like looking at this decor, and I smelled it, and I don't smell no scents. I don't smell no potpourri. I don't smell no myrrh. You feel me? I don't smell no hibiscus, no lavender, nothing. And I'm just like, something ain't right. So I put the broomstick back on the wall, and I put all this together, and intuition told me the Airbnb host, the girl, is trying to put a spell on you. The black chick, she's trying to put a spell on you. And my intuition told me, my angel guys told me, she looked you up and she know what you stand for and what you represent. So she's trying to put a spell on you. When you left the apartment and you went to the Cheesecake factory, that whole time she had re-entered your apartment and she had sprinkled sand around your shoes trend, and who else knows whatever. So after I thought about this, I'm like, oh Lord, no, it's a battle. It's about to be some smoke. She won't smoke with me. She won't smoke with me. I like that. I'm like, yeah, okay, boo. So you know how intelligent people think like we are, right? So I'm just like, okay. So I went back to the Airbnb app and I looked up her name. I'm like, and I seen she took a picture on her Airbnb, like her profile picture was with her and her white boy husband. So I'm like, she got a white boy as a husband? Black woman? I'm like, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. I didn't want to think this, but I'm like, maybe she might be one of them type of black girls that hate black men now. Especially a successful black man. She'd be like, I'm going to try to put my spell on this. The perfect time to strike. This is the perfect time to get back what I lost. But I didn't think that way. That was one thought that ran through my mind. Then one thought ran through my mind was like, maybe she just came into my Airbnb to try to check and see if I was a Decepticon. I had weapons or something like that. And she wanted to leave a sign with me to let me know like she was flirting with me and she probably liked me or something. I don't know what be going on through these B-Knots head. I don't know what's going through that B-Knot head. So I'm sitting here walking around in my apartment. I'm looking for other stuff now, other signs. Now I'm trying to open the drawers up, see if she put something in something. I open the refrigerator up, try to check the freezer. I looked in the cubby and try to see if something in there hidden. Because at this time I was on high alert. High alert. And so I let it go after a while. I let it go. So I just tried to brush it off because the devil is a lie. And so after I brushed it off, the next day came, and then I got ready again to go back out. Now it was 4th of July. It was 4th of July now. It was the 4th. And so now I was thinking, like, you know what? I'm going to go back downtown near the Cheesecake Factory area where I was at and familiar with, and I'm going to try to see. I know it's going to be some fireworks down there. So I went back down to downtown Philly. I went to some spots, met friends, talked to people. You know, the social light trend genius. I'm everywhere. You feel me? I'm talking to people. I done got like 4 people phone numbers. They trying to link up this week or whatever the case may be. Man, I went to spots crap. Nighttime falls, fireworks is popping all around downtown Philly. I don't know if you've been to Philly, but they got fireworks popping up here near this congressional looking building. They got fireworks down because Philly, big city, man. Shouts out to Philadelphia people out there. And so I'm just walking up and down the whole Philadelphia city. Because everybody walking in the streets when it's 4th of July in Philly. So, you know what I mean? And I just started getting sick, man. I just started feeling bad. Like my stomach started hurting. My head started hurting. So I sat down on the side of the curb, like, because there's people in the streets everywhere. There ain't no cars rolling because it's 4th. They got everything shut down. I'm sitting on the curb just like looking at the fireworks by myself. Feeling miserable, stomach hurting. I'm like, I'm about to go back to the room. I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I'm nauseous. Now, mind you, I had completely forgot about somebody putting a spell on me. So I get nauseous and everything. Then I actually got me a lift again, and I went right back home after, like, when the fireworks ended. I stayed there hurting while the fireworks was going on, but when they ended, I got me a lift on this little back street away from all the commotion and stuff, and I got the lift to take me back to Strawberry Hill or whatever. Went back in, threw up, man. Threw up, man. And I was like, damn, I must have not been used to this Philly food or something, or like, man, I'm just tired. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened, but I didn't even think about the spell. So I'm in the bed laying down, and next thing you know, the next day comes. So everything is just going too fast at this point. And so, you know, make a long story short. So after I left that Airbnb, and by the way, I didn't never see that girl no more. She just told me on the message, just leave the key, leave to do this and do that, and make sure you clean it. That shit, I didn't talk to her no more. But I left that Airbnb, and I think I went to another city. I forgot what the next city I went to. What was it? I can't remember. Stay tuned, because I might have another video sequel of this. But anyway, I went to another place, flew to another place, and when I tried to book an Airbnb, Airbnb sent me a message and saying that you left your last Airbnb in a mess, in trash. You feel me? In disarray. Like, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I'm like, I did do that. I did everything. So she lied, and Airbnb hindered me from getting another Airbnb for like 2 months. And so I had to ended up staying in a hotel for my next place that I had went to before I went back to Las Vegas. So she had put a spell on me, man. This girl put a spell on me. I don't know how she did it, but after a while, it didn't work no more. Okay, I went through certain phases, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I went through certain phases, and I noticed it almost got a hold of me. But I used my secret that I was using, like, you know, the whole time, and it never really bothered me no more. But she did block my chances to get another Airbnb. I did get sick because I allowed that spirit to think me out of my full armor of God. You know what I mean? I allowed that spirit to think me out of who I was. You feel me? And I had a bad experience in Philadelphia. And by the way, I never saw Will Smith. You feel me? And I was looking for Smith. All right? But I ain't never see Will Smith up there. You know what I mean? I didn't never see Meek Mill up there. I mean, I saw some guys that was riding on four-wheelers. They was probably his posse or crew, but I wasn't going to go chase them. I didn't know what type of weapons they had on them or nothing like that. But I wanted to see Will and Meek Mill, okay? But anyway, she put a spell on me, and I broke it. I broke it. And I'm able to look back on it to this day and be like, laugh at it like, giggle, giggle, ha, ha, ha. You tried, but it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know if this video resonated with anybody out there. If you ever been up under a spell, then you probably resonate with this. But if you don't know anything about spells, then you don't know that it's actually real. People can put spells on you. Witches do exist. Warlocks do exist. And I'm telling you, once they put you under that spell, if you ain't like me, I got a strong willpower. You feel me? I got strong minds. I'm a Sagittarius, so if somebody do put me on a spell, my chances of breaking it are higher than most people because of just my whole personality. You feel me? I'm a very strong-willed-minded person. You know what I'm so it's really real. Okay? Maybe you have never experienced stuff like this in your life before, but when you are a chosen one, when you are a person of good deeds and you stand for the right thing, there will be people that try to come and try to curse you. They will try to poison you. They will try to put spells on you and everything. Okay? And if you ain't had this happen to you, then you might not be that one. Okay? But she tried to do that to me, and I remember exactly what I did and everything I did in order to break through it. Okay? So if this video resonated with you, man, and you got somebody out there that's got a spell on you, and it's hard to break, trust me, I know. I've had plenty of people call me and we broke spells. So if you want to talk about your spell with me and you want my help to break it, book a session with me. I'm going to put the comment in the comment section below at the top. I'm going to put it where you can talk to me. Or you don't got to talk to me. You can just rewatch this video. All right? But if you want to talk to me one-on-one on a video, hit me up, because I like to talk about stuff like this, because I think it's real funny how people think they can like manipulate us and they really can't. They just look stupid at the end of the day, knowing that their plans did not succeed. All right? If you don't want to talk to me, then get my Break the Spells course. Okay? Right after that happened to me last year, around the 4th of July, which is the same time this year, I made a course called the Breaking Spells course. All right, where I basically tell you how I broke it. I tell you how everything that I thought about in that time frame of when she tried to put that spell on me to when I left Philly, and I just put it in one course. Okay, videos, information, everything. If you need to get access to that stuff and you're trying to break this spell or somebody putting this curse on you, get that course, Break the Spell course. It's going to be at the very bottom in the comment section. Just get it and just thank me later, okay? So somebody put a spell on me. The thing about it is I don't have evidence that she was the one that did it, but I know that she did it because Spirit told me that she did it. And she the only one that I talked to when I stepped foot inside the Airbnb. So she did do it, if you ask me. Let me know what you think. Who did it, man? Comment below. It's your Big Bro Trend. Everything is in the comment section below at the top. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. And keep God first, man.